Alright, so this is going to be our WrestleCade vlog. What's up, Peeperinos? But this is Thanksgiving, and we just wanted to introduce you to a little tradition called sausage bread. So, Gooch, would you like to take us through how you make this delectable delight?
So, first of all, I started these frozen bread loaves rising overnight. There's 2 in the oven right now.
Okay. All right.
So, they rose overnight.
Okay.
Okay. Then this morning, Josie and I browned 3 pounds of Jimmy Dean sausage with sage.
Good job, baby girl.
We added 2 whole eggs and 2 egg yolks.
Okay.
The separated egg whites are in this bowl, and we'll show you in a second what we use that for.
Okay. All right.
So now we're flattening out this bread dough. For those of you of the younger generation, this is a rolling pin. If you've never seen one.
Rolling pin.
Yeah, if you've never seen one of these before, don't know what it's used for. It's to take bread dough and roll it out and make it flat.
Okay.
And it's fighting me.
It doesn't want to be rolled, man. So you kind of roll it almost like into a rectangle. It's
Yes.
like a rounded rectangle, basically. Okay.
Yes. Now that we have that rolled out, we're going to take the sausage, cheese, egg mixture,
Okay.
and we're going to lay it out in a roll. By the way, this is Jimmy Dean sausage with sage.
It's the best kind. Okay.
For this particular recipe, that is the recommended brand and type.
So saith your mom, and I don't disagree because it's amazing.
Yeah, I talked to her a little bit earlier.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you're finishing up getting.
Putting the sausage bread in a roll. Like
So we're only doing 3 loaves this year.
We're doing 3 loaves this year.
Wow.
Well, we're going to be gone this weekend.
Oh, that's true.
Where are we going?
We're going to WrestleCade.
Yeah, who are we going to meet?
All right. Everybody. It seems like.
All right.
All right. So you basically you kind of burrito the end of it and then wrap it long ways like that. Okay.
Now, you take the egg wash. Oh, wait.
Oh.
I need to put it on the pan.
Oh yeah.
A little bit of cooking spray.
So you pan the thing and you curve it. Okay.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of a curvature.
Looks like an arch. Oh, shut up! Really?
What's that called? Peronis?
Oh my god. All right, so
If you don't know what that is, Google it.
Okay, so you're taking the egg wash and you're literally painting a masterpiece here.
Glazing the top. What this does is creates a really nice golden brown shiny top when it comes out of the oven.
Oh, okay. Okay, all right, I dig it.
So we used grated Parmesan in the sausage mix.
Like the finely grated.
Right. Now for the glaze, like the garnish on top, it's shredded parm.
Okay. So it's like the pellet type, like the rabbit
Shredded.
food pellet type.
It's actual shredded parm.
Okay.
And now it's ready to go in the oven.
Okay. And so how long do you cook it?
30 minutes at 350.
30 minutes at 350. Okay. Well, since you've got those in the oven, I will video when these others come out and how they look. So, of course, we're watching, every year we have to watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade, and we've actually been there.
They placed Bluey, they did the Bluey float, he was having...
Oh, did they?
Chappelle Roan float.
Oh, awesome.
Chappelle Roan, they did a hot to go and Pink Pony Club.
Oh, awesome.
Angels.
But we've actually been there now, so
Yeah, point of reference.
we literally have been right past that building.
It's the Macy's on 5th Avenue.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we have a guest with us for Thanksgiving. If you remember our San Francisco vlogs, you have met Crystal. She is a member of the Drew Crew, not on Twitter, but she is a very integral part of it, and we are so thrilled to have you with us this weekend.
My first WrestleCade.
First WrestleCade. So who are you? So we've got all these meet and greets and all these shows. What are you looking forward to the most? Well, what are you looking forward to the most, and who are you most looking forward to meeting?
Well, what I'm looking forward to is my first TNA show.
Yes.
I have watched TNA in the beginning, kind of fell off from it, but now I'm slowly trying to get back into it.
Okay.
And who I'm looking forward to the most is Mike Wallace, aka Matt Cat Moss.
Matt
No way.
Cat!
I would have never guessed.
I happen to remember a certain little girl who's sitting right there when she was 8 years old screaming, Matt Cat! You tell bad jokes! You tell bad jokes, Matt Cat!
That's Skibbity Rizzo.
Skibbity Rizzo, oh my god.
What?
The Gen Alpha speak never stops. And there is AJ, the phenomenal dog. Hi, AJ.
He's so alpha. He's the alpha sigma of the
Hi, buddy. Hi. But what I was saying is I was thinking about this. So I haven't been to a TNA show since 2009. I went to a show in Florence. It was like a house show. But we were supposed to go to the TNA show most recently in Spartanburg, South Carolina. However, Hurricane Helene happened.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
And so this is kind of a redemption for Gooch, Josie, and I.
That was not very sigma of your Helene.
Yeah, very not demure of
That
her.
was not very pretty.
Not very mindful.
Not very
that was
mindful.
not very demure. That was not
And
very
speaking of not very demure, AJ is now sitting on Josie.
demure. Yeah, listen.
Yeah, straight up Skibbity, Ohio there.
Oh my god. I'm going to goon on you. I'm going to goon on you.
Oh my. Help. Gen Alpha is attacking me, please. All right. So, 20 minutes later, this is what it looks like. And when I tell you the smell, the buttery, amazing goodness that the smell creates. All right, so, Gooch, I believe we are ready to cut.
We are.
And of course, we have to put it on our Santa plate because, I mean, yeah,
Time of year.
it's this time. All right, so you, I'm just kind of going over your head here. So you just cut it in pieces.
Fingers are getting hot.
Oh, yeah, I imagine
This is
so.
fresh out of the oven, y'all.
Literally fresh out of the oven. And you got 2 more loaves still in the oven.
Yes. All right.
And now you plate it.
Josie, come here.
Sausage bread.
And now
Which one do I want?
we eat it. Just pick,
This is so much hard work.
just pick one.
This one.
Josie gets the first bite of sausage bread of the year. I think you like it. All right. This is sausage bread. I'm ready.
So do you need a drink?
All right, so it is the next day. It is Friday, which means it's WrestleCade day. We are on our way. We're getting ready. They're getting packed out there, and we're ready to go. Because you know I gotta represent. I'm just saying. All right, so we are here at the lovely Embassy Suites. This is where we will be staying for the next couple of days for WrestleCade. We are on the highest floor. We are on the 9th floor, and we have this really pretty awesome view downstairs of the lobby. Oh, is that Joe Hendry? Totally just joking.
What?
I'm kidding.
No.
Not Joe Hendry.
But we will be seeing him tonight.
I want to know.
Where'd you say you saw Frankie Kazarian? You're lying.
I think she was joking.
No, I actually saw something. I saw.
Yeah, he was downstairs. He was in the longest yard.
All right, so when you stay at the Embassy Suites, you have a tunnel right underneath. And the tunnel looks like you're getting ready to go into some weird, like, fever dream. So yeah, you come through here, way down there, if you remember from my vlogs from last year, way down there is where they have the events.
Oh, okay.
That'll be the locker room area. They'll also have, well, they're not, it's not Fan Fest, it's the meet and greets for today in vendor room. But we're heading up here to get our tickets. We're in line for tickets down that way. It's usually pretty quiet up here at this time, but there's so many more people here this year because of the guest list. Someone's wanting to act up. Someone's trying to act up.
Sup, preppies? Y'all showed them yet?
All right, so after getting our tickets and our wristbands and express passes, we are in Hef's Burger Club getting some lunch because we're starving. Oh, I love the up there. This is in the little downtown area. Across the street over there is Mayberry's premium ice cream and sandwiches. I don't know if I can even have ice cream. All right, so we are in the panel room. We're going to watch a little bit of the Ring Queens panel, which is all about women's wrestling. And because this young lady submitted some questions for it. Yeah.
Let me help you out.
There you go.
Okay, perfect. Okay, hi, I'm Emily J. Oh God, so I recently had a very bad road story. I was supposed to be in Pennsylvania last month for a tag match where I was defending my BCW Tag Team Championship. And I left my house around 8 a.m. because it was gonna take 6 hours to get there. And, you know, I like to speed a lot, so normally the time goes off. It just kept adding more time, and I was like, what's going on? Why does it keep adding more time? And then I got stuck in standstill traffic for 6.5 hours and never made it to the show.
Oh.
Not a fun time. They cut off the entire interstate. And I never even made out of Virginia. I was only an hour and a half away from my house.
Oh.
So left at 8 a.m., didn't get home till about 6 p.m. that night.
Jeez.
No fun. Great show. We were driving back and we were jamming the entire way. We might have been jamming a little too hard because we were going 30 over the speed limit. Oh yeah, we got pulled over right then and there. And then we blamed, huh?
Was your mom driving?
Oh yeah, I wasn't driving, I was chilling. But yeah, we definitely got pulled over, and she blamed it on a raccoon that popped out in the middle of the road.
I love Mama J, definitely. Come for it.
Bloodsport in Atlantic City, and it was the after party of Bloodsport, right? So we, Josh Barnett and a couple of other friends were in this bar, and my mom is just like watching everything happen, like watching all these people that, you know, she doesn't know come up and talk to me, and she's like, what is going on? And then all of a sudden, this girl goes up to Josh Barnett and asks her to chop, like, her right in the chest. And Josh did it. And I just remember my mom's face, and she was just like, it went from like disgust to like, oh my God, like people actually want you to do this. And then somebody came up and asked if they could buy me a drink. And she was just like, oh my God, this is so awesome. This is what you actually do? Like people pay you to hang out? I'm like, well, you know.
Like a father figure to me ever since I was 12 years old, and now I'm 21. And he's one of the reasons I even started wrestling. So to be able to tag with him against two of my very good friends, it was absolutely an amazing experience. I was so glad to have that match. And I'll relive and rewatch that match every day if I have to.
100. I was there for that, and it was a lot of fun. Shout out to XWW for that match,
Definitely.
Loved it very much so. They're coming from one of the favorite little kids I get to see running around here, and hopefully one day we'll see her in the ring at some point. But her name is Josie, and I'm sure some of you know who that is. She's actually sitting right over there, and her questions were like floored me. So we're gonna start with those. And the first one is, who is the one that inspired you to become a professional wrestler?
Maria Kanellis.
Yeah.
China.
Mercedes Monet. AJ Lee.
Awesome. Any specifics on how that came about? I want to say you probably have a good story on how that happened, right?
Well, the first time I ever started watching wrestling, it was actually during a Royal Rumble pay-per-view, and it's where Maria got her Playboy offer. And ever since then, I have kept up with Maria, and I went back after she got that offer and went back and watched some of her matches. I'm like, I wish she could like go longer. Like, I want her to make a change in this. And she's done so much. She started her own company. She's done stuff for Ring of Honor, and she's been back in WWE. It's crazy, and I love her. She's amazing.
For me, it just, you know, as soon as you saw China, she just had that presence that just commanded that you pay attention to her. And watching that and just seeing her, it was awe-inspiring. And yeah, I knew that I wanted to be like that. She had everything. Yeah. For me.
So for me, like, we all have our like top 5 favorite wrestlers, you know. Even before Sasha Banks was in WWE, like I think we all like love the Hardys. Now we all pretend to be wrestlers in our room, jumping off of dressers onto the bed, wrestling your siblings, punching them in the face. Like I think we've all wanted to do that. But for me, what made me want to be a wrestler, most importantly, a women's wrestler, was the thing where women's wrestling started to take a tide, starting with the NXT women's division. The 4 horsewomen, how they were changing the game for the better, and then eventually, like now, like we have women are allowed to wrestle in New Japan Pro Wrestling now. They have titles for them now. There's mid-card women titles in WWE now. Like women's wrestling has definitely evolved for the better. And I noticed that, you know, the whole 4 horsewomen, especially Bayley and Sasha, when they had that takeover match, like I knew things were going to change, and watching all that from the ground up it's definitely inspired me to be a women's pro wrestler. Like I said, like the evolution from then and that point forward, immaculate. Like women's wrestling it's on fire. It's not gonna stop. It's only gonna get bigger. But yeah, that's definitely what inspired me, was the evolution part of women's wrestling. Because, you know, watching wrestling, like all these guys go out there, and this was at the time where women, they had like the very terrible part of wrestling. So like watching them, I'm like, okay, I'm watching my favorites on TV, but, you know, if I become a wrestler, am I gonna be treated like that? Like, no one wants to do that. But once I got older, things got better, the evolution started. I was like, yes, there's finally a place for me in wrestling. And I wanted to pursue that. I wanted to be a part of the evolution that's happening. So it was the drive and the evolution, like I was saying, that made me want to be a women's wrestler.
AJ Lee inspired me when I was little in so many different ways. Because not only did she look like me, and we didn't have much of that when I was younger, she looked like me and she did all the cool stuff, and I could just see how hard she worked. And she was out there out wrestling everyone every chance that she got. And that's one person that I hope I get to see a return of, and I hope I get to meet one day, and that will just fulfill my inner child, because she was everything to me when I was little, like everything.
So we know who inspired you to become a wrestler, but who is your current favorite wrestler?
Probably Mercedes Monet. And Liv Morgan, obviously.
I love Liv.
We all love Liv,
Let's
guys.
cheer for Liv.
Well,
And Natalia.
Yes.
women's wise, my favorite wrestler is Rhea Ripley.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But if not women's wise, who's your favorite right now?
The OTC, Roman Reigns.
So, women's wise, right now, my favorite is Amy Sakura. And then men wise, right now, my favorite will forever be Randy Orton.
There you go.
Yeah, so this next one is the one that it kind of floored me a little bit. So what do you think is more important, a solid moveset or ring psychology? Yeah, I know, right? Imagine that came from little one right there. That I was like,
You're smart, Josie.
That's what I'm
You're real
saying.
smart.
Like, yikes.
I get dropped on my head too much.
Like, I might
So you're
need
real
to-
smart.
She might need to be my co-host. now.
Right.
Like, she's coming up with stuff like that.
Oh God, I think both are really important. Oh God, probably ring psychology to make sure like nothing bad happens, because like you can always change up your moveset, but having ring psychology and knowing where you're at, it can be make or break for you. Because I remember one time we did not know ring psychology, and I about got dunked right on my head or right on the ropes. I said, yikes, can't do that no more.
I say without ring psychology, the moves don't mean anything. I think that you need to have the ring psychology to make the moves make sense. Without the psychology, you're just out there doing the moves, you know? So I definitely think that you need to learn the ring psychology before you learn your moveset, for sure.
I definitely agree with Lindsay here. It's definitely both are important, yes. But I think ring psychology definitely matters more, because it's like a moveset, you could have about 4 to 5 moves in total. You can have 4 to 5 moves in total and be absolutely great if you have that ring psychology.
I agree. I think ring psychology is very important. And the first thing you learn in wrestling is to protect yourself and others in the ring. And without ring psychology, you just cannot do that. So it's way more important than a moveset. Your moveset will evolve as you evolve, but ring psychology is forever.
Awesome.
I'm about that. Yeah, especially you mentioned like having 5 moves. We know several wrestlers that just, they have it set and you can almost call their match, but they do it so well that you're just like, oh, that was one of the best matches I've ever seen. And if you're like us and you watch enough of it, you're like, I've seen that match before, but it's still so much different because they're able to bring that, that passion to it, and you're like, oh my goodness, they're gonna kill each other.
So the reason why I love Roman so much, like everyone thinks he does just like 3 things, but this man is arguably the greatest of all time.
I'm with that.
All right. That's Danhausen. Josie's in love with Nick Wayne. Did he touch you? Alright, let's take a quick spin. We're in the line for Heat. There's ABA, there's me, there's Godfather, Nick Wayne and his mother. They're so super nice. We'll get some more in a minute. Brutus is there. There's Andersons. Of course, there's my buddy Tony Hunter over there. There's Jake St. Roberts and Cheryl. Yep. Oh, there's ODB.
Oh, there's ODB.
Bam! We got so many. He's buff and he's the stuff. There's the incredible Bull Nakano and Sonny Ono, Choppy PB.